Hello guys, welcome to another jQuery video tutorial, and this video we'll learn how to use the draggable functionality of jQuery UI. Okay, so before you start doing anything else, I want you guys to create this directory called YouTube, and inside it put your jQuery UI that we downloaded from the web page of the jQueryUI.com. Okay. So I have mine in here already, and then you have to create an HTML file. This is the HTML file that we will, in which we will work. Okay, so I'm going to open this with Notepad, and here it is. Now inside it you have to create an HTML file, normal tags that we normally create. And already you know from the last videos you have to put these 3 lines, one CSS line and the 2 reference JS files from jQuery and jQuery UI in here. Okay. Don't forget you have to put jQuery UI before them. Okay. So the path is correct to this directory. Okay, so let's start, and the first thing I want to do is in the body section we will create some divs. So let's create, before anything else, let's create a span ID equals test test, and let's call this hello. Let's save it. Okay, now inside the script here, the script tags, let's start our jQuery. So the first thing is document dot ready function here. Now in here the first thing I want to do is to grab that ID test. So test dot, and let's use the draggable function. Okay, draggable, and let's save this, and let's run this in Chrome. It should be working already. So if you click it and drag it, you see you can put this wherever you want in your web page. Okay, as you can see here, and you can leave it there. Okay, cool, very cool feature. Okay, so let's go back, and I'm going to show you some more stuff. So you have some cool options that you can put in here in the draggable functionality. So to do that, you have to type curly braces inside your parentheses, and now let's use the axis to either move your move this either in vertically or horizontally. Okay, if I want to move it horizontally, I use the axis X. So if I click and refresh, I cannot move it vertically, only horizontally. Okay, guys? If I want to move it only down, from up to down vertically, I type Y here. Okay, between single quotes. If I refresh, you'll see that I cannot move it from right to left. Okay, cool option. So another option that you can use is the containment option, and to use another option or several options inside these curly braces, you just have to type comma and next option. Okay, so next option is going to be containment. Okay, and single quotes or double quotes. And now in here, you can either put document. Yes, let's use the document. If you type document, and let's delete the axis for now. If you type document, you'll see that now the span or this word is constrained to the borders of the web page. Okay, before we could put this word beyond the border, but now it's constrained to the size of the web page itself. Okay, and we cannot move it either than beyond the borders. Okay, cool feature as well. And so let's type now another option, which is the cursor. Okay, and the cursor, you can change this to a lot of different options, but I'm going to put the pointer, okay, which is the one that I like most. And if you refresh, now when I click, I have the pointer, okay, to drag the word. Okay, you have a lot of other options. You can go to jQueryui.com and search for it. Okay, let's put another option in here, which is the opacity 0.60. Let's save this and return, refresh, and when we click it, oops, not working. So opacity, oh, it's not a comma here, is a dot, 0.60. Okay, so let's refresh, and when I click it, you'll see that it's a little bit, it has an opacity of 60%. Okay, when I mouse off of it, the hello, it returns to the original color, okay, or the original opacity. So this is another cool effect that you can use. And let's go to another, which is well, let's first of all, let's create now a div in here, and let's call it box. Okay, and let's call it box, and here, no, let's put it down here. Div ID equals box. Okay, and let's save it. Okay, perfect. Refresh. Let's give a color to it. So let's create here style, and in here let's type box. Let's give it a width of 200 pixels, height 200 pixels, and background color, yellow. Let's save this, and we have to put the span, copy, inside the div box to use the grid option. So let's take this out, here, save it. Now let's refresh. There it is. Okay, perfect. Now what I want to show you is another option called grid. Okay, and so let's type here grid, and this is a cool feature. You have to use the square brackets, and now you type 2020, and you'll see the effect that this will do. Refresh, and now what you'll see is when you move this word, okay, inside this box, or inside the whole page, you'll see that you have a little effect grid. Okay, it's not smooth. The movement is not smooth. Okay, it's like a grid that holds several points or several spaces. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to restrain this hello to this yellow box. Okay, to this div. Okay, as you can see, we can move it around. I don't want that to happen. So to do that, we have to come up in here, and in the containment, we type parent. Okay, so it's going to be restrained to his parent. And now, if you try to move it out of the box, you can't. Okay, this is how we can control that. Restrain this to the div. Okay, perfect. So let's use now another option here, which is the revert and true. Okay, and let's save that. And if we go back, refresh, what this option does is whenever you move it, when you leave it, okay, when you click off of it, it returns to the original position. Okay, so pretty cool. I'm sure you already saw this in some websites, so pretty cool feature as well that you can use. Okay, let's do another function, which is start. Start, and now we will do, it's a callback function. Okay, so let's type function and curly braces, and let's put this down here. Now we can do here is ID. We have to create another ID in here. Let me create here div ID equals results closing div. I'm gonna output some messages. So in here we type results and dot text, and here we can type go. So if we come back, refresh, whenever I start moving, it appears the message down there saying go. Okay, now another option that we can use, another function, is the callback function, which is drag callback function, okay, and here curly braces, and in here we can do is grab the result again, or we can copy this, copy, paste it here, and the text now is going to be moving. Okay, so if you go back, refresh, and start moving, we see that message is moving. Okay, so this is another option you can use, and this option here overrides the first one, as you saw. Now another one that you can use is the stop function, and here as well, let's copy and paste, and here instead of moving we can type stop. Okay, now let's go back, refresh, and moving, and when we finished moving, it returns to the original place and it outputs stop. Okay, so this is just a way for you to get familiar with the code. Obviously you can, instead of output a text message, you can do some other stuff. Okay, so this is it. This is how you can use the draggable option or function in jQuery UI, and this is pretty much it. In the next video we'll learn how to use the droppable with this function, the draggable and the droppable. We'll create a very cool feature, which is create a list inside like a shopping cart box. Create a list of different foods that we can put in our shopping cart and buy it or something. Okay, so see you guys next video. Bye.